I'm here at Brookfield Community School this morning. Strangely enough, we've been here before. There is actually a stepping stone forest over to my left, which I'll give you a look at in a couple of minutes. But why are we here again? Well, I'm going to have a chat with John and let him explain, because there is a reason, there's a different sponsor, and we'll check with him and see exactly what's going on this morning.
As you can see from the sign behind me that we've already done a stepping stone forest here, and that was sponsored by the Community Foundation of Ireland in association with AXA and AWS. This forest behind us is about 2 years old. Probably not our best example, but it's doing fine. We had some sponsorship from John Paul Construction. They were looking for a site to plant some more trees. Our contact here in the school said, look, if you've got the trees, we've got the land. So we're very happy to kind of come in and add more to the 500 trees that are here already.
Wonderful stuff. Well, let's look behind John at the actual forest, the original one that was planted here 2 years ago. And as you can see, folks, it's coming on reasonably well. There you go, that's the end of that particular section, and it looks absolutely terrific, folks. We're right at the edge of the car park here with this forest, but now I'm going to swing around just to prove that it's a car park. There are the cars. I'm going to swing right around and go over here where John and Cara are in the initial stages of getting the preparation done for this new section.
My name is Andrew Curran, and I'm the woodwork teacher here at St. Aidan's Community School in Tala. Just you can see behind me here, we have a small forest that we planted about 3 years ago, and it's really good from a point of view of getting student involvement, well-being, and of course it's on the syllabus for wood technology and construction studies as well. So it's an overall learning experience for children in general. But today we have stepping stone forests and some volunteers back again to plant another area on school grounds. So we're going to get more student participation involved and hopefully roll up the sleeves and a bit of hard work.
And of course, as always, folks, the mulch. Strikes me as a hell of a lot of mulch, but anyway, I'm not sure exactly how many trees are going in here, so we'll let John tell us that later on. And there's Francis and Bernie just arriving. In front of me, I have a wonderful councillor, Mick Duff, great supporter of stepping stone forests, and this morning he's acting Mayor of South Dublin County. Mick, tell us why you're here and all about the project.
Well, I'm absolutely delighted to be here, Michael. Unfortunately, our mayor is abroad and the deputy mayor is busy, so I'm delighted to receive the change this morning. More than delighted to be here to support Stepping Stones Forest, because I think the project is absolutely fantastic. It's now spreading to so many schools in our county, and it's a wonderful project, not only for the environment, but for the students involved and for the schools involved, the principals and the staff who are actively involved in it, and the amount of volunteers. Daughter Action, John Coibert, of course, yourself, Michael, who captures all of this very, very important piece to preserve our biodiversity, to preserve our environment, to give us our tree cover in South Dublin County, which we know we don't have enough of. So this is going to give us native shrubs, native trees, and it's an amazing project for young people to be involved in, and hopefully it will spread out further into our community, because we have so many issues around trees in the suburban areas. on our streets and on our road, but to be able to replicate, be able to replace smaller forests like this, and to actually have young children involved in it, knowing that when they go into adulthood and when their own children are coming to this school here or to other schools, that they'll be able to say, I planted that, I had a hand in that. And what better legacy than to be able to say, I planted that tree or those trees. So I'm a huge supporter. I'd like to thank John Coibert, of course, for the invitation to come here in the absence of the Mayor, and the Mayor sends his best wishes to you all. We'd like to thank Dodder Action for the volunteers that come here all the time. We'd like to thank John Paul Construction for sponsoring this project, and of course we want to thank the principal and the staff and Amy, I'll give me your full title, for being here this morning and for having this giving us this invitation. More importantly, I want to thank you, the students, for being out here, because you're the most important people here today. You're going to do all this hard work, spreading out all this cardboard, and you're already breaking it down and getting it ready. So this is the first step of the stepping stones for us. And John has been at this now for how long, John?
3 years now.
3 years now. And the stepping stones for us started off as a very, very small project. It is now spreading out all across Tallaght, across the county to different schools. And I'm glad to see more schools doing this, because in a study, I think it was in 2017, UCD said that South Dublin has the least tree coverage of all the counties. So it's important that we start planting forests and making sure that our environment is protected, biodiversity is protected, because it is very, very important. And you're playing a significant role in this. This forest will grow one day and I'll be long gone. They could probably scatter me ashes under some of the trees to help them grow better. But when that happens, you will be here, probably here with your children or grandchildren, and you'll look at this, as we said earlier, and say, I contributed to this, to the saving of our planet. And that's the most important work any of us can do, save the planet.
Bit of a problem here, folks. As you can see, some of that fencing actually fell over and it's covered in grass, and now the guys are trying to remove as much of it as they can, but there's more of it buried underground, and as you can see, it's a big struggle to pull it all out. Firstly to get the grass off it, and then to actually pull the fence that's covered. But as usual, with wonderful volunteers, they're doing a great job. Now this section we're looking at here, folks, this is not part of the Stepping Stone Forest, but it was planted by the school themselves. So what's happening now is John and the gang are putting cardboard down at the moment. They're going to put mulch around it and add some trees to it and give it more of a Stepping Stone Forest look. Thankfully, the trees that were planted by the school are all native, so they won't cause a problem to the trees that we're planting. Now folks, it's almost lunchtime. I mean mulch time. As you can see, John and Cara are just cutting up the containers here so we can get at the mulch. And the next bunch of children should be out shortly to put the mulch in buckets and bring it over and pour it on the cardboard. Thanks for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're so inclined. For now, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.